Go ahead.
Rick, 28 is the most second chance points you guys have allowed in a game this season. What did you see go faulty on the glass or with defending after rebounds?
Yeah, a lot of things. We didn't block out well. They were quicker to the ball. Certainly got to make a lot of improvements.
TJ under 6 minutes. I don't think he played at all in the second half. Is he dealing with something? Was that just your decision? What led to that?
Yeah, he played the back-to-back, his first back-to-back on Friday, Saturday. And he was a little sore after those two games. Got him warmed up and everything before the game. He said he was okay. But once he started playing, he just didn't look himself, so felt it was best just to pull the plug for tonight. The hope is that he'll be ready for Wednesday, but there's no injury or anything like that.
How'd you just, I guess, defense go up and down over the course of this game? Obviously, you give up 37 in the first. You rally a little bit in the second.
We stunk to start the game. Mm-hmm. Very poor. Our spirit was off. We just, it was there was a lack of connection. We had a few guys that made some very, some plays where the effort just simply wasn't good enough. And so, look, we win together and we lose together, and everybody owns this tonight.
I guess, did you see an improvement in connection as it went on? Obviously, it didn't start well, but did you see it get better?
Well,
second quarter, third quarter?
We got down 21, I think, and then we just had a group of hard-playing guys go in there and helped us get it down to 10 or 12, by halftime, and so that was great. And so, look, we've got to look at this, be objective about it. Correct things that need correcting, and get ready for Wednesday.
I know it's not new to point out that Donovan Mitchell's really good, but I mean, it seemed like every time you guys were chipping into the thing and got it to 8, 9, or whatever, he made a play. It obviously goes for 43 tonight. Just what stood out to you about Donovan tonight?
Yeah, he's a great player, and he got going, and he's one of those guys when he gets going, he can do some spectacular things. And so we didn't do a good enough job on him.
Obviously, Garrison goes for 15. How good was it to see that for him after just getting his second contract after I think he was 2 of 13 in the first one, to get a couple going and also get some hard play from him.
He took a charge or two in the game. This is what we felt was coming. That the work that he did the previous 10 or 12 days or whatever it was, to get conditioning, to get rhythm, for all that to bear fruit. We felt bringing him back was the right thing, and he did a lot of good things tonight.
Drew, that Cavs team had 30 points really quickly in that first quarter. You guys had some better stretches of defense, but it came and went tonight. Why do you feel like it wasn't the consistent level you needed to be at?
We talked about how the energy wasn't right to start the game. Just awareness and just readiness to start the game. We just didn't come up with the right force to start the game, and it put us behind the 8 ball to start for the whole game. 28
second chance points is the most an opponent's had against you guys this year. Did you see any specific thing go wrong on the glass, bad bounces? What to you was the cause of that?
They run like what is called red, where they have most of their guys just kind of tag up and crash a little bit. Gave us a lot of problems. We just weren't focused enough in that area of the game.
I think they obviously, part of that, I imagine, is they went pretty big from a lineup standpoint. And I know you guys even had a switch, not long before tip-off. Basically, did they go bigger than you guys expected, and did that change a lot of the dynamic of the game, just how big they went?
I don't necessarily think so. I think their scheme and our ability. Our inability to just figure out how to box them out and just have it in our head and do it is why we didn't do it.
Would you just feel like just got better over the course of the game? You said the spirit was off. What do you kind of feel like you guys did to fix it, at least to get that thing reasonably competitive?
I'm just bringing each other together. Playing hoops. We're playing hoops at the end of the day, trying to have fun playing hoops.
Right. What, you've dealt with Donovan before. Obviously, he was pretty tough tonight. What just, I know he's always a tough cover, but just what made him particularly difficult to slow down tonight?
Yeah, he's tough. He's athletic. He can shoot. Score from 3 levels. He was good. He's solid.
With Garrison had a little bit of a tough first 10-day stretch. He obviously gets going a little bit tonight. Just how nice was that to see, I guess, for a guy that's on a 10-day deal and trying to hang in there to get him back to kind of being himself in this game?
Yeah, it's nice. Nice to build some confidence, get some good looks to go through. And he's another offensive threat out there. So, yeah, I'm happy for him.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Drew.
Pascal, we've heard from a couple people that the energy for you guys at the start of this game just felt kind of off. Cav scored 30 points really fast. Why do you think that was the case?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought our energy and the things that we've been doing for the past 5 games, like, weren't there. Especially against an opponent like them, they just one of the best teams. I mean, last year was the best team in the conference, and we had some history. And when you play these guys, we got to come back with a little bit more urgency. Like, we just didn't have it. Again, it's unacceptable. Because again, I thought our energy and our effort and everything that we've done for the past 5 games, I just thought we just kind of just kind of gave it away because our effort wasn't there from the beginning. The rebounding, I thought we guarded them. Even with that, we guarded them well enough. But every time they got a rebound, so you just can't do that. So yeah, we got to get better. I don't want to be too negative. I mean, I thought we had some a good stretch of 5 games where we were good defensively and did some good things. So after one game, just can't get it. Just forget about that. We got to come back tomorrow, get better, practice, get back to it, and try to get better. That's, again, there's only one way out of this. So it's going to be doing the hard things every single day. So we have to do it, and again, I'm committed to trying to do that every single day. So we just all got to regroup and get back at it.
You mentioned the rebounding in there. They had 19 offensive rebounds, 28 second chance points. That's the most you guys have allowed in a game this season. Did you see bad bounces, bad technique?
I mean,
what went sideways?
Yeah, I mean, I thought, there was a lot of long rebounds. Again, we had a couple of bad bounces and stuff like that, but I just thought, we just didn't, we got to box out, and sometimes those threes that they shoot, the rebound just goes all the way over there. And so we got to find a way to get to that. No excuse.
Did you feel like the energy got better over the course of the game? It seemed like obviously defensively the numbers get better in the second and third quarter. Donovan goes off a little bit, in the second half. But what did you feel like you got right over the course of this game?
Yeah, no, we did some good things. I thought we guarded them well for some good periods of the time, and then when we got the rebound, we got ourselves closer to the game. And every time that they shoot, they miss, and they get a rebound, and they shoot a 3, so it's it just kind of takes the energy out of everyone. But I thought there was a little bit more fight in certain parts of the game. It just wasn't enough, especially against a team like that. It just your energy and your friction and all the things that you want to do as a defensive team, you got to be there from the jump and throughout the game. And if you have lapses during the game, they're gonna punish you, and which they did.
I guess just on that note, when you are behind and you're trying to come back, just how tough is it when you're facing a guy like Donovan that seems to get a shot?
No, it's tough. Yeah, it's tough. You make tough shots. He's fast. Shoot the 3, can drive. He can do everything. So it's hard. And again, when we're not right as a team and the communication is not there, it's easy for guys like that to come in and score the way that they scored. So we got to be right for us to. Again, it's not a one person job to stop him. So we got to be right as a team to be able to do that.
Is this one of those nights that drives home how small the margins are for this team?
Yeah, it is. It is small. You miss some shots, they make some shots, or they miss some shot and they get a rebound and they make it. It happens that way. So I thought, again, we were good for good periods of times, this past week or whatever. It's been some good things. We can't just let that go away after one bad game. It's the NBA. Teams are going to come in. Some teams are going to play better than you some nights. We just got to come back and get better, get better, improve. Can't feel sorry for ourselves. Go back at it, fight,
and give ourselves an opportunity to win games.
Just what it mean to see Garrison Mathews get a couple, basically on his first day of his second 10-day, I guess, after he had some struggles in the first one to get going in this one and start to find a rhythm in that.
No, I know he's been probably pissed a little bit, about missing some shots, but it's a tough job, You come into the team and, you come in the game, the first play we run for you is to come out and shoot, right? Like, so that's what you do. It's a hard thing, and he's taking it well. I think he's good in practice. He's a good person. I've seen him shoot. He's one of the best shooters out there. So it's just a matter of just feeling it going in, having confidence, feeling like the rhythm of everything. I think for me, just trying to find him in good positions where he can just rise and shoot. But I think it was just a matter of time that he started making some shots, and we hope that he's going to keep doing that.
Pascal, vous étiez sur une plutôt bonne série avant ce match. Comment tu mets ça de côté pour aborder le prochain contre les Nuggets qui sont une très grosse équipe aussi?
Ouais, c'est ça, c'est la NBA, c'est ça le problème. C'est que tous les 2 jours, quoi que ce soit, il y a des matchs. Donc, tu as eu un mauvais match, il n'y a pas le temps pour pleurer et tout ça. C'est le temps de se relever, voir ce que tu dois corriger et tout ça. Et il y a un match dans 2 jours. Donc, c'est ça. Et on essaye de pouvoir se rattraper. Donc, c'est ça le mindset. Et ouais, on espère que le match prochain, on va faire plus en défense et aussi jouer avec plus d'énergie.
Thank you. You cut a 21-point lead down to 6. What kept you guys from getting over the hump?
Man, we gave up a lot of offensive rebounds. So it felt like we only got 2 kills out there. So it feels like offensive rebound was obviously the biggest thing, and then getting stops was tough tonight. We're a tough team, so my hat's off to them.
What do you like about what you did to get back in the game?
We started getting stops, hitting some shots, and just playing fast, playing free, playing with energy. As the second unit came in, we tried to play hard and started getting some stops. But again, those offensive rebounds killed us.
These 10-day contracts can be some of the toughest in the NBA. Had a nice night tonight. It feel good to get that shot to go, and I'm sure challenging for a rhythm player.
Yeah, it's not easy. You sit at home for a month, waiting around, and you can't play 5-on-5. Nobody's there, so it takes a minute to get back into it. And I was fortunate enough to get some shots tonight, and see if I can stay a little consistent.
You feel like that's something that you can build upon here for this next stretch of games?
Absolutely. Eventually my shots will fall, but the thing I got to focus on is defensively and rebounding and stuff like that, because for me that's what I need to do to stay out on the floor.
Denver in this building on Wednesday, you know how tough they are. What's the key going to be to finishing with a winning homestand?
Obviously, Jokic, he's one of the best players in the league, so, but it's, again, hopefully we can get some offense or keep him off the boards and keep him at bay a little bit as best we can, but, just have to play hard.
Garrison Mathews, 15 points off the bench. He's back on another 10-day, JJ.
Thanks, Garrison.
Garrison, we got to just go more. How have you kind of built rhythm, I guess, your legs in this from game to game? Have you felt more comfortable every night, basically?
Yeah, every night get a little bit more comfortable. Like I said, man, I'm a shooter, so it takes a minute. So I was just fortunate to knock some down tonight.
When you, I guess, even the other night, I think Friday, when you got a couple to fall, just how big was that for confidence after you go a stretch where you can't get one to get in?
Yeah,
what did that mean just to get the first couple down?
It was huge. It's a little frustrating to start out. I didn't want to start out the way I did, but as long as I can keep it going and stay consistent, stay confident, then I'll be all right.
I think Rick said in there basically they felt like they knew this was coming, basically, and that's why they thought it was important to keep you on a 10-day. Just what did it mean to get that kind of faith, basically? When you come to the end of it, you're not sure what happens next. What did it mean for them to come and tell you, we're keeping you around because we think you're going to be able to do something there?
Yeah, I was a little surprised, to be honest with you, because I did not play well the first 10 days. But, eventually my shot will fall, and, as long as I can hold my own on defense and try to get stops, then, that's the thing that keeps me off the floor. And, eventually my shot will catch up, so.
How do you keep your head straight when it's a finite amount of time, you're trying to prove that you belong, but you can't do the thing that you've done your entire career for a team?
Yeah, it's not easy, but, it's part of it, man. I'm blessed to even have this opportunity, so, I'm going to try to play as hard as I can every night and let the chips fall where they may.
And with all that in mind, how did tonight feel to see him go through and know that opportunity, especially taking charges? It wasn't just the makes. A lot of stuff went your way today.
Yeah, I've always taken charges in my career, so as long as I can just do the little things, people know I can shoot, but as long as I can do the little things and try to contribute in other ways than just shooting the ball, then that's the key for me.
You mentioned the rebounding to Pat, but I think 28 second chance points is the most you guys have allowed in one game this year. What went screwy on the boards for you guys today?
I don't know. I'll have to watch the film. A lot of missed box shots. I know I missed probably 4 or 5 of them, which normally I try not to do, and it's just part of it. We got to watch film and realize we got to go hit first. And they get a lot of threes, so there's a lot of long rebounds and stuff like that, which doesn't help. So.